This is Low Moon Origins, and the story continues.
That would be awesome. All right, anyway, back on task. All right, so Amalia is going to, she is using the scroll. She is scrying on the village. She's going to the porch of her house. She already knows fairly well. No problem. Okay, she could have located the items exactly, even though she didn't know what they are.
And then put it down for a while, and then I'll grab it like 2 or 3 later.
And then, are you using your own teleport, or are you...
She's coming with us.
So you're going to go inside her teleport. Okay. Well, if she makes a mistake, it'll be everybody.
Nice.
I gave you permission to
Actually,
teleport me.
according to Dorkian, there is no mistake involved. It's just chances, random chance of the universe.
It is.
There's no mistakes.
It's not a mistake.
Here we go. Oh, 8. It's a pretty kind of low number.
You should be fine. It's like a 5% chance if you're looking at it.
Yeah, that's probably fine with the scrying device.
That's darn near what you rolled when you put me into stove.
Yeah, but he wasn't
looking at it.
He was looking at it. It was physically in view.
I rolled like a 3. Or no, I rolled high, didn't I? Isn't high low?
High is
High
low.
is
Yeah, I rolled like a 97 or something.
Yeah, we're gonna end up high.
High is fine. I'm flying all the time.
It's good for you.
Flying's fine.
No, on target.
Okay.
I was just saying.
No problem.
It's only when you can actually see it. It's only high on a 1 or a 2, or low on a natural 100, because it's very familiar. You can literally see it.
Did I roll a natural?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
You actually did.
Yeah.
I knew it was very high.
But in any case, you couldn't directly see, because you were not scrying on it. You were looking up there. You couldn't see the ground.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's not the same. She's actually literally looking on it in a scrying, so in a clairvoyance, which means she couldn't share it. Anyway, bottom line is,
Bottom line is you arrive.
she reads the scroll of teleport. No problem. All right, and poof, you all disappear and reappear. Roll even odd if you're even. You're on the porch. If you're odd, you're in front of the porch.
Even.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like an 18 or 30.
Odd is in front of the porch. Okay. All right. So, all of you, the 2 Amazons, the dead body of Rianne, dead body of Brawl, and you're Clint, Amalia. And you're back in the village. Amalia turns and walks in the house without a further word.
Ooh, doghouse.
Sorry, job's done.
Okay. Clint and Anura are making preparations to head to the boat to finish offloading their stuff. They were supposed to be here for a while, but they had just come ashore when Lorelei preempted their settling in and took them off across the island to save the party, or potentially interfere anyway. I am at your service for the time that I am on the island. I am also supposed to help with the ruling council for any major decisions like that are made. So I'm not going anywhere, at least not for the moment. I will oversee the construction of the Temple of Athena. With any luck, we will have operational services by the end of the week, albeit in a much smaller portion of the temple than what the temple will finally be.
I will hand him the note. You should be aware, just for general knowledge, anyways.
Okay. The timing is suspect. There was only one ship that put to shore prior to our arrival, and so I think you will want to look over their logs as to who was aboard and their purposes for coming to Adventure Island. It's possible that they may have taken the place of someone else, knocked somebody out, killed somebody, replaced them, that kind of thing. But since that wasn't necessary, they may just have come as themselves.
It's possible they could be operating out of here for all I know. For all that I know. In terms of...
No one's been here all that long or is all that established, so with the aid of miracles and basic investigative techniques, it should be relatively easy to bring this individual to justice.
The current servants of law in the city are Taya, representing Justicars, and then there is a sheriff, but I have been given indication that there may be problems with him. So I have to debate how much of this I bring up with him directly and have him investigate.
I understand. You should be aware that there are many, I mean, there aren't that many people in general, but of those who are coming, many of them are looking for a fresh start. So I do know that at least in Diamond Cove, it has been the tendency to take someone's word and their investment to allow them to put behind past injustices, criminal activity, that kind of thing. You probably have more criminals on your hands than honest men, but they all have the intention, of course, to make themselves honest men here, or at least they say they do.
What else? And one needs to give them that chance.
Agreed. And there is nothing more effective than struggling to survive to make a man settle on the finer things of life without needing gold and silver and brothels and endless flow of beverages. If they can build a successful life for themselves here, you have a half-decent chance that many of them will indeed turn themselves around. I don't know how Southern Miss Cove is handling it, but I do believe that the Justicars have sent more than a few individuals who would be considered less than favorable to normal society. Which also makes sense because all of these successful businessmen aren't really interested in leaving their successful businesses behind. I can ascertain even before morning as to whether or not the individual or individuals who were responsible for that injustice, that particular injustice, came on the ship before me. In time, Athena would surely offer up the necessary knowledge to, if his name is on a list, for example, even to pick him out. The question is that not an exorbitant expenditure of resources where investigation might suffice?
I think investigation is our first course, but
The law does not allow also a man to be convicted based on the outcome of an augury, or a county for that matter. Of course, here you are the law, or we are. So maybe things are different out here.
I hate to make those precedents.
I understand, especially because there may come a time when we are no longer the law.
But if they can help guide our investigation, if it comes to that, then maybe. But I owe them that which I can do, whatever I can do. Oh, you're still here. Sorry.
I'm kind of on the porch and you guys
We're blocking the stairs.
yeah.
Make sure that if nothing else, I go and get the logs tonight.
Very well. We are going to go make arrangements to actually live on the island for now.
Which I need to do that also for my friends here.
I assume this is where you're staying on the island?
Yes.
Seeing as Molly.
Well, probably.
I only ask because I can't carry them to the military camp where I'm staying. So if I get the ability to bring them back to life, I come back.
I don't know that I want to store them here with my family.
We can carry them for you if you wish. Say this.
I'm just not sure.
And I've got to make. Currently, the town is under major construction. There are not many places to stay.
That is evident.
I can make arrangements to at least get you tents in the military camp in the short term, and try and make more permanent arrangements as rapidly as I can.
Tents will certainly suffice.
It's actually quite nice. I've been staying there.
Obviously, you will have questions or concerns that you may have to address. Most people know who I am and can point you in my direction, but I would also vouch for Lorelei and Nero or any of the others in the group. I'm going to be a little harried in the short term dealing with the potential assault of undead upon the island, but if there's something you need in the short term, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will endeavor to make sure that I keep in touch with you, aid you in what I can.
Thank you.
And if you have any thoughts as to what you might want to do, think on that, and we'll also see what we can do with it.
We will discuss it. We will help you carry the bodies.
I can get them to help you set up a tent.
We will sleep in the tent that you provide.
I'll have them ready to go.
They'll probably love to do that. Like a whole crowd of men just waiting. Can I put up your tent?
Yeah.
Remind yourself, like 7 foot tall, and crush me like a twig.
You single?
Okay. All right. So you're headed back to the military encampment. The body's headed back to the military encampment. The 2 Amazons are going with you.
Where's Dorkin going?
Dorkin is looking for a place to sleep.
You can come sleep in my tent. I offered it to you.
Oh, sure, we'll do that.
Dude! Now you start offering that?
Shut up, you're not here.
tried to sleep in her tent for years, man.
Learn some magic.
Jeez.
He has some magic.
Not enough, clearly.
He does have a little bit of
I
magic.
have magic that she has provided for me.
Magic, Leon.
Yeah.
It's a kind of magic. It's a kind of.
Okay.
I got a lot more magic
All right.
than that guy.
So the group who went back to the village is
How do you know?
settling in, as it were, and
I've seen
preparing to rest and regain magic. The rest of the group out in the woods knows that the items are to the south. That means walking the half mile or so to get up out of the bowl, and then that's going to be uphill at least to get up out of the bowl, and then finding a trail to actually go to the south. You can theoretically use the previous trail if you go first west and then south, which is the trail that you guys were going up and down to and from the beach. It is theoretically still there because it wasn't really part of the mountain when the mountain shifted. So what do you do?
Stay on the trail. I could create us a mount instead of having to walk.
That would be good at first. When we get closer to our destination, that would not got us in trouble with it.
Okay, so if you're going to go on the trail that you're familiar with, you'd have to go first west, up out of the bowl, onto the plain where the original battle with all the humanoids took place. A lot of dead bodies laying around, and by now probably a lot of birds of prey, for that matter, scrounging birds. But then you could cross the plain and go to the original trail that you were originally ambushed on, and then it does run from there east-southeast, which should take you in the general direction of where the locate object is saying the items are.
Dude, they ambush us in the same spot on the same road. I'd be so mad.
At least you don't have any.
You will deserve it.
They're like, this is just too easy.
Well, admittedly, I do take the same spots on every Call of Duty map.
Right? Dude, he came back to the same spot again.
Apparently we're not going that spot.
Okay, so is that the plan? You're going west and then south on the trail? Got to go up out of the bowl. Okay. Anybody needs any miscellaneous simple weapons, etc.?
Arrows.
You could get arrows from the hobgoblin forces. You did that before, actually.
More arrows.
Goblin forces. Orc.
Yes,
The
what
dead
we
ones that are
what we killed,
Were they orcs? I'm sorry.
Orcs.
Yes,
or
orcs.
whatever it was, the humanoids.
The army, basically.
Okay, no.
All right, so
So they're laying around. So.
well, yeah, they had been cleaned up a little bit, but they were basically left laying. They were never buried. So,
We had time for that.
yeah. All right, so you go west, a half mile up out of the bowl, then onto the plain where you originally fought the orcs, and then generally into the woods with a slight delay for Leon to get some arrows.
30, okay?
Yep.
We only got to close the curtain.
Probably be good because in about 2 minutes that's going to get past that little beam there, and I'm going to be blinded.
Then you'll have laser corrective surgery.
Right now I can be okay if I just sit just right. Soon, no.
How many mounts can I get?
5.
That's not what?
I can't reach that. That'll have to be a Josh
Okay,
thing.
will not have any special traits doing it that way, so you just kind of get horses.
I'm tired.
Okay, so is it 5 of you? Are there 5 of you? Millie, Ren, 1, 2, 3. Womoto-san makes 6. There are 6 of you actually. Womoto-san does ride. Does anybody not ride? Like, doesn't have the skill of riding? Millie does. Millie does. So Millie and Ren do not actually. I mean, they can the basics, but
They probably run faster than the horses.
that's true. So Ren and Millie will probably just go on foot.
I will offer for Millie to ride with
Do
me.
you wish to take the lead or should I?
Okay.
She'll take the lead.
That's my normal nature. I will go second. I can do that.
Okay. So just also by way of clarification, does anybody have magical healing that they have not used? Because you do have at least Ren, who's still in very bad shape, right? Millie's not in great shape.
Oh yeah, I did have those.
I have that
Oh,
too.
hey.
Ren doesn't have the potion?
I have that, but I also have a potion of extra healing that I wrote down.
I'm saving mine for like dire
Yeah, me too.
circumstances.
I have a potion of extra
1 hit point.
I'll get my potion
He's
of
at 1
extra
hit
We're
healing.
about to go against
Jake
the
has
rest of
mine
the
and
guys.
Did you see how many other bottles got raised up?
I know.
It's
I know.
not dire circumstances.
I'm not here.
I'll give my potion of extra
Your
healing
dire
to Ren.
circumstances.
Exactly.
Okay. Are you going to drink it?
Run.
Sure.
It's like,
How much should I
Those
drink?
are removals, actually.
3d8. 3d8 plus 3. 3d8 plus 3. There's a d8. There's a d8. And you're a d8. 4, 8, 11. Is that plus 3? Yep. 14. Woohoo! You have hit points and a good solid.
You should be able to take a hit. That's what they have done you.
These aren't written in that.
Yes, those are more potent. Theoretically.
I only have 40 damage.
I might 2 reroll dice. You.
Isn't it like time 5?
I got one.
You still have all 5 dice in the bottle. So, in theory, what had been surmised was if you use it when you have all 5, it's whatever you roll times 5. So take out 2 dice, for example, you roll the 2 dice, you get times
Pretty
5.
sure it's times however many dice are on.
How many ever dice are left in the bottle when you take the dice out. So
So
if you take 2
we
out
did-
now, when you next time it'll matter.
I don't know if giving them
I can give you 2
would be
dice.
doing them one at a time.
How many dice?
I don't know how that math out.
What is your max?
Well, taking them all initially times 5 is going to give you the most.
Oh, that's true.
Effective
Well,
max
the
is
high
55.
potential.
The actual max is 83.
He is at 15 right now, and your effective max is 55.
Yeah.
So he's down 40. So those dice will yield somewhere between 10 and 60.
All right.
So you get an average roll.
Bro.
5
6
and
times
a
5
1.
is 30. So you receive 30.
Yay.
That's
Only
pretty
down
good.
10.
Very effective.
Thank you. That was very effective. And I only have 5 8s of the struggle.
They go back to Dan.
I got an eighth of
We're
that.
going up against monks, dragon monks. I'd rather have you at full health. Or we close.
Me too. I wish the monkey killing hadn't turned off.
I wonder if I can raise that cat.
I have my.
What if we reincarnated him?
No.
He is.
Lorelai will never cast that spell.
Jasmine has ring
Then
training.
raise that again. Then reincarnated him back.
Jasmine
Do
has
you
ring
realize
training.
if you
I know it,
reincarnated
but I
him
only cast
into,
it
like,
one
say, a
time.
human,
I will
he'd probably
never
be a
cast
serial
it.
killer.
Who's that? The cast?
Yeah.
Or a barbarian.
He'd be stalking people in the dark. And
Joey.
He's a barbarian assassin.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Why
Probably
does
don't
no
want to be
one
reincarnated.
bring
What he could be.
bacon?
He'd be like a mouse or something. A mouse named Growl. With the heart of a lion.
He just gets repaid in bacon.
How
Better than a
Never-
bird named Cheat.
I take my payment.
I never tried it
What
before.
time is it?
New.
Oh, okay. We're nowhere near the time when the monk killing, like.
Okay. So, across the plain, now you have horses. You've healed Ren enough. Riding down the trail. You have established an order. Who's in front again?
I'm
Taya?
in front.
Leon's on.
Taya's in the rear. That's as far as we got.
Jasmine second.
I subscribe to the Italian rule of driving, just that which is behind you does not matter.
Very Italian.
The people in the island are sadly missing a cleric of
James
Hermes.
saying,
They don't have a nap. No traveler clerics. That's what you really need is a traveler cleric.
Are there any other traveler guys?
well, if you wish to
Probably
take it that way.
different mythos
It
or
doesn't
whatever.
matter because I'm not afraid of losing.
Probably one, theoretically one in each mythos.
I said it doesn't matter because I know you're back there. Look at you.
Oh, that's what I said.
Don't take it wrong. It's all you do.
Kenny.
It's all your fault.
My older brother's fault.
Why is it so?
I always want to take the worst, and he always goes the worst.
An evil traveling guy? That work.
Just a nap. You know how much easier it is to travel by yourself rather than with a group?
Check out Amal Dan Inc. for incredible opportunities to support the ministry.
Somewhat. I know enough just to be able to get by.
I guess if any of us die, I have an item.
Now she has an item. Convenient!
Nobody asked me if I had an
It's better than, so, old quality guy retires right around the TV out there by summer.
Yeah. Nothing defamatory.
I'm watching the recording, so you're
Okay, so as the party is moving southward over relatively familiar terrain, you're making good time. The storm is growing nearer, coming from the east, and you occasionally can see it pretty clearly as you look through peaks of mountains and so on. Remember, you're on a mountain trail. Also, remember that there are like pine trees around you, birds in the air. There was vultures and birds that were, and probably some other animals for that matter, that were picking at the dead orc bodies that you had left from overnight. And after it's probably been, let's see, the walk. It's probably been less than 25 minutes since you left the middle of the bowl. You come to a place where you feel like on the trail anyway, you're as close to where the item is detecting at as you're probably going to get, because you know you've kind of been up and down this trail, so you kind of know that here it winds down to the beach. But here, you're kind of you're about as close as you're going to get to where the item is detecting at.
So basically, it's due east of here.
Looking object.
Correct.
Okay.
The object, quote unquote.
Okay.
Okay. So there is a somewhat narrow and windy pathway, moderately precarious footing, not the kind of thing we're going to fall automatically, but if something happens or whatever, it's a little bit precarious, alongside the mountain that kind of winds off in that direction. Definitely not fit for horses. So it's going to be like anywhere from 6 inches to 1.5 feet wide along a cliff face, for at least you can see the first 100 feet or so. Unless you have any more
So dismount.
another means, magical or otherwise.
The magical transport I have left is dimensional. Well, that's not true. Technically, I also have teleport memory, but I don't actually know where we're going.
And you have teleportation as well.
That's what I'm using that to get us back.
I'm just clarifying. These are the only transportation spells I have.
Yeah.
Alright, so dismount.
Climb down off the spectral steeds.
Okay. Cold.
Okay. Are we taking the somewhat precarious looking narrow trail along the mountain? Or do you want to keep looking for another means? Or do you have a magical means? Wilmatosen does not volunteer magical means.
Yes, baby.
I have no other means of looking for a better way around. So we'll be sitting ducks out here if they have a vantage point on us. Is there a vantage point? Or?
Not really. I mean, there are trees, so but nothing really close to the trail.
You said we're
Talk about range. Yeah. So basically, imagine. So here's the trail winding down, and it goes in between the mountains. Here's the trail winding out that you've been following, and there's a spot where you've stopped. And looking due east, there's a mountain on your left that rises up. There's some trees here, another mountain over there. Like from the edge of the trail that you're looking here, like it's about a 60-foot straight down almost to the base of a forest floor. It's in between the mountains, like a deep valley basically. Or up here on the left face, I mean, it kind of looks like a mountain goat trail is what it looks like. It's a thin, ranges between 6 and 18 inches out, flat surface along the mountain. Or you could drop down into the forest and go that way, but it's kind of deep and dark down there.
Well, that's Jasmine quietly. Do you have a scroll on?
Yeah.
You might have a
Paper.
I've got scroll.
Give him one book.
What's above the trail?
Where you are, basically, the sky.
The trail that goes precariously around the mountain.
So it's on the side of the mountain, so the only thing above it would be the mountain itself rising straight up. It's stone, no trees, nothing like rocks.
What about like another cliff where they could be standing up there, like twisting their mustache?
The next kind of
dropping rocks on us.
Yeah, so the next kind of flat surface has got to be at least a couple 100 feet.
Okay.
You don't see one. The mountain there rises about 300 feet, virtually straight up, basically. It's like that.
Or he could fail in a Looney Tune-esque fashion.
So, I mean, it would be safer to drop down to the forest floor, but it is also kind of darkened.
What do you got?
I mean, you would expect something to be down there, probably.
What's in the other hand?
You will be, at least once you get out there a ways, like beyond like 50 feet or so, you will be standing on a 6-inch to 18-inch wide trail on the side of the mountain. So if anything came airily, like a dragon or anything that could fly, you'd be standing on that surface while you had to fight it. If you go pretty quickly, I mean, it'll probably only take you 4 or 5 minutes. The question is, where does the trail go? Does it eventually go down? Knowing what you know about mountain goats, it doesn't have to. I mean, they could get down, like slide down the slope of the mountain, and technically you could probably do that too. It's not straight down, so you.
I'm mountaineering, if that helps.
Yeah.
At all, so
Certainly.
I'll fashion my 10% of protection into a parachute. Yeah, right.
Parachute protection.
Toga of protection.
Yeah.
I have spider climb, but I only do myself.
Alright. So, unless somebody else has a better suggestion, this is what we're doing.
Momento says it only matters to me whether we take the path or go down into the valley. I don't have. I mean, either way, we're headed into trouble. Whichever way we go, we should probably stay together. Momento-san, the kind of oriental-looking lady that you found in the desert plain.
I think this danger is more apparent than what lies down in the forest. We don't know what we'll face down there versus up here.
The demon, you
just
know.
will fall, hopefully.
He says, the demon, you know.
Yes.
Does anyone have rope? We could lash ourselves together. That way, if someone falls, they could potentially belay them.
I'm trying to get mine back.
Fresh out of town.
I have 250 ropes.
Okay. And there you go. So you could tie yourselves together and then go like every 8 or 10 feet or whatever, and then if somebody falls, the people on either side of them could try to support them.
I'm not sure I would be able to hold anybody up, but you know.
My basic equipment is on here. I didn't know if I wanted that or not. Like my 50-foot of rope and steel torches back.
It's okay. We'll deal with it if you actually find the equipment here. We'll have to go over the whole list as far as what's still there. Okay, so it sounds like you're taking the rock ledge. Who's leading the way?
There's one thing you should probably know about, though.
Okay, what's that?
I still have 2 bags of dragon's teeth. One is the black dragon's teeth, bag of black dragon's teeth, and a bag of blue dragon's teeth.
Why would you keep those?
Why would you tell me?
Because I didn't want them to fall in the wrong hands.
Irony.
Oh no!
Whoops.
Yeah.
How may we serve you,
Recalculating.
little masters?
Just so you know, the black dragon's teeth, there's 14, and the blue dragon's teeth, there's 16.
Nice.
Oh no!
Mama.
So now they're thinking, we've got to hunt this guy down and kill him. He keeps taking dragon's teeth.
I wonder why I want to go get this stuff back, so...
Trophies. They're thinking it's all trophies, the dragons that you killed. And they're like, we've got to
No,
hunt this
they're
guy
not
down.
trophies. They're just...
I know, but that's what they're
Somebody
thinking.
had collected these, and we didn't want them to start a Dragon Man army,
Yeah,
so
so
I took them.
it's not. You can go up there right
Or we had... I think we killed dragons
Maybe a
in
little
the
bit
forest,
track.
and we were concerned about somebody harvesting them.
Something else?
I think that's what it was.
Keep it in the hand. Not everything on his head right now.
You can probably go play in the woods. You don't want to go out in the woods and the guys go
Well, that's what she does.
came in because there were 2 men in the woods.
And mommy, I have so good.
Part of his wife coming out. 2 men in black shirts.
I
Wonder what they're doing. Hunting?
Silver truck.
2 men in black shirts and a silver truck. I can't even imagine what that would be.
Surveyors, maybe. Maybe they're trying to sell that land again.
On Saturday night.
2 black, and they're both wearing black shirts.
Maybe a company uniform.
Yeah, that makes sense.
On a Saturday.
Making that over.
Maybe there's like a stopped up toilet or something in the woods. They're plumbers.
They could be city
Electricians.
people out here checking that
I mean, even bears
that
need
manhole
plumbers.
cover that's out there. The manhole cover that's there.
We hunting
We're
too.
definitely groping at this
Could
point.
be 2 men up to no good.
Could be too
Could be.
They could be burying a
Did
body.
you ever burn the name of the blue dragon?
On that case, it's a good thing Ariana got details.
I don't
2 men in black shirts got it with those.
Oh,
Got details.
I can't remember. I don't think so.
I like
Should get a partial plate.
They're like, hey, we're
I'll
here
send
on
it
behalf
back
of
out.
Victor,
Go
the
to the plate.
defeater.
No!
They definitely blue dragon name.
To retrieve our stuff.
Okay, anyway, who's first?
If you don't want to miss any of the story, Low Moon Origins, Uprising, or Outsiders, like and follow our podcast. Please share it with friends.
Me.
Yeah, alright, roll a dex check.
Tying ourselves together.
Hooray!
So
What does mountaineering say is the smart plan? Tying ourselves together? Probably not.
Well, if you tie yourselves together and someone falls, you can belay them. However, you also risk that everyone goes down.
Yeah.
So, it's a 50-50 shot.
Can you just do this for a few minutes?
If I go down, I can just do the slow fall thing, right? As a monk,
Make the sad face.
right, Dan?
But
Or
As
your
a
sad
monk, I
face.
can just
Or
do
your sad
the
face.
slow fall on the wall thing.
to a certain distance, but yeah.
Yeah, so the monks can fall slowly. Can I attach her and the other lady to me?
Sure.
Like individually? Do we have rope? Does anybody have rope?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna tie them in, so like she goes to you and she goes to you and she goes to you, and you feel confident you can hold them if they fall.
Well, and if they all fall at once, probably not. But if one falls individually, they might not take everybody if I can hold them.
Okay.
And I'm more confident in them being able to hold them than I am somebody else.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't holding nobody.
Okay.
Belaying doesn't require a ton of strength.
But I could cast spider climb on myself and then it would fall.
Yeah, you can do it right now.
Is our
Cast
elevation?
spider climb.
Okay.
There you go.
Is our elevation higher than?
I said that earlier. But it would
I
only
don't
be
know
for
because I don't know what your
myself,
falling
not
distance
everybody.
is. You have to look. It's under the description of monk.
We're running out of spells here though, guys. So you know. Sleeping Road.
No, it's not.
I'm just saying, if we
Over
counted
a
these
day ago, we have not had any sleep.
Okay.
I will initiate mind over body.
You seem pretty dexterous, right?
No.
No? Oh. So I've
30
seen her
feet
stumble and trip and stuff
At
like that.
6th level.
Probably that's how you.
So yes,
It is.
it is higher than you can go without taking any damage.
Don't worry, what are you doing?
Because you're at 6th level, you went to 30 feet, and
Where are they at? In the field back there?
I mean, you can still go play out here.
Oh, so they're out there?
Yeah.
Oh. I used to play ping pong.
yeah, and it doesn't go up until 13th, at which point you can do any distance if you're within 8 feet. So at 13th level, you can fall any distance if you're
Just
within
go out there
8
and
feet of a wall.
Who are you?
But right now it's 30 feet.
I haven't done that.
So we need a water scooter.
Theoretically coming. Theoretically coming.
Take a squirt gun and walk out there and go, what are you doing in my room?
They're not ours though.
Don't take one that looks like a gun, though.
Oh, so all of them. From the
Squirt
distance.
Guns? Really?
Squirt guns are
I mean,
pretty
yeah.
obnoxious. I like.
Unless they know.
And
Dude,
see-through.
cops have shot people with
Usually.
knife for holding a sandwich.
Anyway, go play on the road. Don't go play out
It's a dead end
Wait.
road.
We've all come full circle since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Finally.
Okay, anyway,
You go play on the road often.
we got it. So she's spider climbing, but otherwise you have them tied to you, except for Red and Millie.
I will have her tied to me and the Wilma.
Okay, got it.
Well, my
I rolled
friends
a 15 for my dexterity check.
Yes. Okay, so you are doing very well, making your way along the ledge. In the first round, you easily move, 50, 60 feet, and you're starting to disappear around the corner. At that point in time, somebody that's tied to him will have to get moving, because you're going to run a rope, or there's going to be a huge long rope between you. So,
Okay.
Taya's second.
Sure.
Go for it. Roll a d20.
12.
Okay. So you also are making good time. And we'll just say you're like 15 feet behind him or whatever.
Yep.
Wilma-to-San will go next. You can go between the cars.
Yeah.
There's plenty of room between cars.
Right on the sidewalk.
Yeah, you could go on the sidewalk under the neighbor's house.
Okay, anyway, so Wilma-to-San is 15 feet behind you, and she's doing fine.
Okay.
Who is fourth?
I'm gonna.
Okay, Jasmine does not have doesn't have a rope tied to her, and is spider climbing. So, right. So you're having no trouble navigating as well. Are you 15 feet behind as well, or you want to be closer since you're not tied on a rope?
I'll be closer.
Like 5 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, and then who is fifth? So at least you and Millie.
Okay.
Want Millie to go next and go last? Okay. Millie starts down the trail. She seems to be doing fine. Okay. You are wrapping around the corner as he is just starting. Okay? So as you look along, you can't see him, and you pretty much can't see Taya, who is the second person in line. She's just disappearing around the corner. Okay? The forest below kind of wraps around the mountain. So there are trees that are 20, 30 feet away or more
right? They're coming up from below, pine trees, all pine trees, coniferous. Okay? And then now that you're around the corner, you can see that it does go another 50, 60 feet, and then it kind of shallows out and it becomes wider. So it's like a 5 foot, 6 foot wide ledge, so a safe place to stop and stand. Okay? And also you can see that the stone of the mountain, which is coming down like this, at the point that it gets wider, it shallows out some, so it's not as steep. And it's going down into the valley below. Looking past that, so the rock on the left, pine trees on the right, looking kind of through the gap, you can see that there is a lake, and it has a deep blue color to it. The lake does.
So, source of fresh water, is what you're saying?
Very possibly.
It's not salt water.
It's definitely on shore. It's not touching the sea. Here, where the lake is, you're still about 2 miles from the shore. So.
If they'd be camping, they'd probably be near a source of fresh water.
Certainly possible. Yeah. Okay. And so you need to move the rest of the way at least to the wider ledge. So go ahead and roll your deck check for that. And Sherry, you can roll as well.
Made it by 7.
Okay. All right. So you're maybe 10 feet from the ledge and making good progress. And it's 15 feet behind you, so she is on this bend. And then 15 feet behind her is Wilma Tosen. She is also on this bend. And then just coming around the corner, actually no, because she only went 5 feet. So Jasmine is also on this bend. And then...
Well, Jasmine's got a spider climb.
Correct.
From the wall.
She is basically doing that. And then, so just coming around the corner now is Millie. And you don't see Ren. All right? And that's information for everybody as far as how it's laid out. At that moment, that flat surface there that widens out, it's like 5 or 6 feet high, out from the crevice comes basically looks like a woman with wings, but she's kind of nasty and scraggly looking and strandy hair, and has a wicked dagger in hand. Okay, and you need to roll for surprise. You are only surprised on a 1 on a D8, of course. Everyone else can roll for surprise as well.
I'm not surprised.
So Ren actually doesn't have to roll because he's still around the corner.
Oh, man.
There's a 1.
I don't usually roll.
Winged, shirtless bird woman. It has human breasts and bird-like claws and tail and underbody. Not human arms.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Or an angel.
Harpy or an angel. Like those two things are about as far apart as you can get. Okay. Millie. Millie is surprised. That's lovely.
Jasmine is surprised.
Wilma Tosen is not surprised. Okay. So a lot of surprise, folks. Okay.
Taylor does not have a likeness like her mama.
Oops.
Doesn't have mountaineering like her mama either.
Okay. So calculate your actual number. So take your surprise roll and add your dex bonus.
4. I rolled a 2, got 4.
Roll a 1.
You're very surprised.
I got a feeling because as long as I'm here with him.
Just take whatever you roll for your surprise roll, add your dex bonus per reaction. Okay, so you get 2 for it. That is a terrible.
Yeah, no.
Lexi boy is dead.
You know, when I ask people to come on a mountainous adventure, I was assuming that people could handle themselves.
In all fairness, she's not a first-gen character. She's playing her daughter, so she's not like the high-level, like 15-level party members, or even 12.
I would rather be sleeping and locating your items for you.
What level?
Good point. Okay, so Taya has what? What was the number?
2.
2. Okay. So you are surprised for 3 segments.
Okay.
Jasmine?
1.
Yes, you are surprised for 4 segments. Okay. So we have 4 segments of surprise. That is the worst. Okay. Millie is surprised for 1 segment.
Surprised very often. I think I've only ever been surprised like twice ever.
Yeah, don't blame me. I'm not usually surprised.
I'm a little tired today.
It's been a long one.
Okay, so we are in surprise segment 1.
Guess I'm spending all surprise drawing my sword.
So you might want to try to get onto the ledge the rest of the way, because you're only like 8 feet from the wider part. Mind you, that's where they're coming out of. So that's it's going to be they, yes.
Oh yeah, Harpies never travel well.
Yeah.
They're bird-like women with boobs and daggers. So.
Boobs and daggers.
That's essentially, yeah.
I mean, you got
pretty much
wings
what the
in there.
picture is.
Okay, now every time I'm reading my Renaissance era books and they call somebody a harpy, that's what I'm going to do.
Boobs, daggers, and wings.
Sorry.
And wings.
And wings.
Boobs and daggers and wings. With wings.
Wings plus daggers plus wings equals harpies. It's a simple math problem. I don't see why you guys don't understand. You guys are in game.
Okay, so surprise segment 1, missile fire, which is going to be you, buddy. Pretty sure. They don't have missile fire. None of you are in a position to missile fire. All right. Melee 9, 8.
Oh,
So melee surprise, 1 plus 9.
In 8, I'm wondering what's going on around the corner.
Yes.
And I look around the corner.
You will see harpies streaming out of a cave and attacking the party. That's what you will see.
Okay.
You will see that and be able to react in 5.
Okay.
You have to get up to the edge and actually look around. Millie was just coming around the edge, and you were some distance behind her, so
I pulled a muscle on the top of
she'd been better off if she hadn't quite come around the edge yet. She wouldn't have a segment of
And now
surprise.
she's like, oh no!
All right, so 8, 7, 6. Okay. In 6, one of the harpies moves to attack. Let's see, there's a total of 6 of you. It'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Millie won't to attack. It is Jasmine who is surprised.
And this is where my heart swoops in.
Immediately.
And then you realize, oh, that wasn't a hawk, it was a baby harpy. And it just found its mom. It starts attacking you.
Okay. That was Elvin, correct?
What?
Elvin.
I am not getting back
Good
on
thing
my
you're
space.
Elvin, so you don't. For no reason specific.
Alright. And you are surprised, however. So I'm going to do claw light on you.
My MC is not very good. It's very good.
Only 1 hit.
When you were alive.
Okay, so you'll take 2 points of damage, and
Of course, it ain't no time to replace my stone skin.
she is trying to pull you back off the wall, basically.
Climbing up.
So make a dex check to remain on your hand, like holding onto the wall, basically. You're trying to dodge blows, so.
Oh, I rolled a 4.
Okay, so you manage to like twist away from her, and she does not actually grab on you to pull you off the wall. Okay, so that was 6.
Like eagles do with turtles.
Luckily,
Harpies have
Or
2
goats.
strategies.
I have a ring.
That's one of them.
If I'm surprised, could I still activate my ring of featherfall? If that happens?
Yes. Yeah. Basically, surprise means you can't attack, and you know you're limited in your ability to defend yourself. Like can't parry.
Yeah. But you can still react.
Make it a bonus to hit because you're surprised, but you're not standing still. You're still trying to defend yourself. You're just not in a good position to do so. Okay. All right. So we're in initiative 5. Interested in giving financially to Low Moon and support the campaign? Text LMGIVE, that's LMGIVE, to 419-419-0095.
I look around the corner and see the Harpies.
Yes. Now you're only just a few feet behind Millie, who is surprised this segment. You could go around her, but the ledge is only like 10 inches wide.
I can't cast this round, can I?
Yeah, you can cast. But they also could attack you. So if you start casting, you will definitely get their attention.
How effective would Gust be on them?
It would be more effective on them than it would normally be on most things. But unless it flew them into something, they would eventually get out of because they are flying, so they would eventually get out of its pathway.
And it's not like a sustained thing, it's just a
correct.
Gust of wind.
It's not a wind wall, it's just a blast. More like.
Took you to knock them into a wall.
You might push one into a tree or one into another one, for example. Also, remember this is a surprise segment.
Oh, that's right.
So your casting time, anything over one segment would not go off this segment.
And how far down is the drop?
60 feet or so.
Don't jump on my bed. I told her she can't handle 60 feet.
I couldn't just leap onto her, could
Have fun.
I mean, you might if one comes close enough to attack you or Millie.
She's in my bed.
Okay.
So you could hold, and if one comes close, try to leap onto her.
Jumping either.
Right now, you couldn't physically attack one because there's none close enough.
I will hold and wait till if one comes to attack Lily or me, I will try to slam her into the wall or something.
Okay. All right. So we're in 5. None of them go in 5. Wilma Tosen begins to try to cast a spell. Then we go to 4. 1 goes in 4. Will be against a random target. Same numbers as last time. It just happens to be
Can I taunt them?
Wilma Tosen. Okay. She is casting a spell. However, spell is 1 segment, but it takes the full time because it is 1 segment. It's a surprise segment. So if she hits her, it will disrupt her spell. And that's actually a miss. So basically she's casting and she's forming something with energy in front of her, and the creature swoops down and slashes at her and tries to hit her with her wings and bite on her, but it doesn't work. And she gets the spell off. Unless another one attacks her before the end of the segment. All right. And then we're in 3. We're in 2. Okay. So in 2, another one goes. And it is on Leon.
You mean murder right?
Hit.
I have a +4. Hang on.
Right. What's your dex bonus?
Sorry?
What is your dex bonus?
-3.
So you should be AC 3 then, right? 4 and 3.
Theoretically, yeah.
Okay. So 1 hit, 1 miss so far, and 1 hit. So the bite is a hit, and the claw is a hit. Okay. So you take 1 point of damage, and 5 points of damage. You need to make a dex check to see if you're being pulled off the cliff. She does not have a firm grip on you to carry you away or anything. She's just trying to pull you back off cliff.
Maybe. Man, my eyes connected.
Okay, and so you don't immediately fall off, and you need to make a saving throw versus spell. Wisdom bonus applies if you have one.
Saving throw versus spell.
Okay. Now we'll pass you. Miracles of modern electronics.
Well, sure hope I don't go down. There's 5 of you up. No, some of you.
You and Wilma.
No,
I can't do anything with the moment, so.
Yeah. Keep falling.
Okay.
No, thank you, Tommy. No, thank you.
Your request has been
That's my polite way of saying stop.
There will be violence soon.
Then we go to 1. There's 3 more. One is on Wilma, one is on Jasmine, and one is on Leon. Leon is struck once more for 3 points of
How
damage.
much did I take from the first 2 attacks?
5 total.
So 8 total?
Yep. And then the 2 harpies that are right over top of you begin to kind of like screech at each other and push back away from you. So they're not actively like within striking range at the moment. Okay. And moment to ascend is hit, so she does lose the spell. And then Jasmine is hit once for 1 point. And dex check to continue to remain on the wall.
Made it, over 3.
Okay.
I do have a question about one of my magic items I've never used.
Yes, ma'am.
Kendra gave me a shield ring.
No. Ren
Okay.
gave you the shield ring.
Huh?
Ren gave you the shield ring. Yep.
Yeah,
And,
it's a shield spell, right?
no, it makes it so it puts like
It's the
a
actual
barrier around her.
Oh, the
one that I got
amber
from-
shield, right?
Yeah.
That makes a mucusy colored barrier around you that stops fast moving objects.
Yeah, basically.
Okay?
Stops projectiles.
Yeah. Okay. And that ends the segment. So Millie is no longer surprised. That was surprise segment 1.
Alright. 3 more of those.
So Millie was not attacked at all, and neither were you. However, with a segment or 2 left in that round, you probably could have figured out that was going to be the case, because they were swooping in and out, but they were pretty much committed to other targets. And the 2 of you are the furthest away from the cave mouth, like 50 feet, maybe more. So if you wanted to try to do something else or get past her or cast a spell at that point, you probably could. Bear in mind that if it's a one-segment spell, it'll go into the next surprise segment.
I mean, I've got magic missile.
Yeah, so you could cast that, and it would go off 1 segment later, which would be like probably like initiative 6 of the next round.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. All right. So then we're rolling initiative.
I'll pull up my scroll and cast magic missile.
Okay, going 3 of the first round.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't ever hear you count down initiative after
Yep,
Harpies
I did.
attacked us.
Yeah, I did. But anyway, it's okay. So
I'm just trying to make it to the ledge.
Yep. All right. So roll a dex check.
5.
Okay. So you are on the ledge. You are on the wider part, the cave mouth, basically.
I need to touch you something.
Yes, sir. That, in any case, that would pretty much be your action for that segment.
Yeah, but I might say something.
Okay. Oh, okay.
He's just watching Netflix.
I saw what you did.
I don't understand the first word, like what you mean by that.
I'm giving you a suggestion on how to play it right now.
Thank you. Okay, how are you doing? I'm making some weird.
Okay, I just sent it. It's too fast for you. And you do need to roll initiative though.
Five.
Okay, still no missile fire. Melee 9, 8, 7.
When does the magic? You said magic missile goes off at 6.
Yep. Okay. 6 it is. So magic missile goes off.
All right.
How are you targeting it? First, third, fifth, seventh. You should get 5 missiles first. Third, fifth, seventh.
I have 6 written here.
Are you 11th now?
Yes.
Okay, 6.
Okay, so I'll put 3 on one, 3 on another.
Okay, roll damage.
Alright, so the first one takes 7, 10 damage. And then the other one takes 3, 5, 7, 10 damage.
Okay.
I think it's below average.
No. Okay. Alright, so both of them look significantly wounded. And one of them pretty much lands on the edge next to Wilma Tosen, while the other one kind of spirals down into the valley. It looks like it's taken too much damage to keep flying.
I'll take it.
Can I say something?
Yep.
I say, wait! I don't think they really mean us harm.
Alright, that was initiative 5. Or no, 6. Now 5. 2.
I'm strong now.
You're strong now?
Yeah.
What arm wrestle?
Actually, no, that one's on the ground next to Wilma Tosen. I was keep track of her.
Oh, I think she's gonna take you wrong.
Ooh, there's a hyperextended elbow.
Okay, so it's Taya and Jasmine. Taya. And you can't shield very well surprised. You do get the benefit of your shield unless they come at you from behind. One hit for 2 points. Make a dex check just to make sure you're not falling off the ledge.
Leon, you say that, but they're trying to pull us off the cliff.
How much was the damage on her?
1. I can't remember if it was 1 or 2 now. It was 1 or 2. Make it 1. It's fine. Jasmine takes 2. And dex check to make sure you're not in some kind of awkward position with your climby hands.
Nope.
Failed it? Okay. Alright, so basically what happens is you spin trying and missing the brunt of her attacks, and then you wind up like holding on to her ankle instead of the wall, and so both your feet are on the trail, your left hand's not holding on to anything, and your right hand is on her ankle. So you're not falling, but you're sort of like extended out away from the wall.
Okay.
Okay. And that was initiative 5.
I'm
4.
at 5.
Okay, also 5.
I'm going to draw my sword, and I'm going to cut the ropes that are holding us together, but I'll hold them instead.
Okay, so it'll take you a minute, or more than a second to do that anyway. So,
Oh, right.
drawing the
Well, I was drawing my sword last round too. So. I think that was my only action.
No, last round you were going to the ledge. You were going to the cave wall.
What's he saying?
That's right.
The
We're
YouTube
in
video.
surprise, I forgot.
Yep.
Yeah, the 3 more segments.
Okay. Wilma Tosen is attacked by the one that's on the ledge next to her. And missed 3 times. That's pretty lucky. It's the second time that happened to her. Now we're in, that was in 4. We have one more that goes in 4. And is attacking Ren.
Alright. I also did in 4.
Yep, and so you can actually attack it back. It'll go, then you'll go, then it'll go, then like that, back and forth. So it goes on its first attack and missed.
Okay, I return fire with the staff.
No, it's gotta be open.
Open hand, okay. I rolled a 13, which I believe hits a 1.
Hit.
Okay, and
Is actually enough to stun.
oh, nice.
And you can roll percentage chance to kill.
75.
No. Damage.
3, 4 plus 1, which is 7, 8 damage.
So you strike her, and basically you spin kick, hit her in the upper boob shoulder, and she careens away and plummets down into the trees.
Pretty impressive for 6-inch clear.
6-inch?
Ground. Spin kick.
Oh, yeah. You said a 6-inch cleric. I'm like, you're not a cleric or 6 inches. I don't know what you're talking about.
Clearance.
Oh, clearance, not cleric.
Here, Ron.
Clearance, not cleric.
It's
Okay,
over by
I got
Tommy.
it. I thought you said cleric. I was like, I don't understand that. Okay, anyway, that was 4.
Here, there's garbage.
And she's gone.
She's out of range for me to get a second attack.
Correct, yes.
That's
3, 2, 1. Okay, and then in 1.
Is there any chance I could have
This one is on Taya. I mean, Millie is in the way, but she is moving toward the fight more. But she did not get to attack because there was none close to her. And then this is Taya. Hit once.
No.
Roll a saving throw versus spell. Wisdom bonus applies.
No.
What is your save versus spell for?
9.
It's 9. And your wisdom is what?
16.
So that would make it a 7. Okay, I believe that's failed then. And she's human. Oh, that's so funny. I was just trying to text Taya. I should do that. Actually, it'd be kind of cool. Put everybody's numbers in there under their characters. Okay. 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 So Wilma Tosen did counterattack the one that attacked her and like slashed at her with a dagger, and she did hit. Okay. And then we're in 1 and we're in 0, and that concludes the second surprise segment. And we're rolling for initiative.
I'm really glad I missed this big.
There are 4 of them operational. 1 of them is on the ledge next to Wilma Tosen and attacking her.
Okay.
The other 2 of them plummeted down. Let me clarify something.
Yeah, I figured.
Was Taya second in line?
No, she was last.
No, she was second since Ivy. Ivy had to be changed.
Taya and then Wilma Tosen.
Yep, and then
Bren was
Wilma,
last.
and then me. Well, Millie would be somewhere.
Millie was right before Ren.
What? Yeah.
Bless you.
I tell you, never mind. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Did we complete the segment? Is that what we did? We rolled initiative. Yep, I have initiatives. So there's no missile fire. Melee 9.
I go 9.
Okay. So on the left, so you got Leon is now at the cave mouth and is drawing his sword and is working on cutting the ropes that are attached to him. Taya is about 20 feet from the flat ledge, the wider cave mouth area, basically. Then it goes Wilma Tosen, and just on the other side of Wilma Tosen is one of the Harpies, and they're basically brawling it out on the ledge.
Okay. Can I get to the one on Wilma
Jasmine is hanging.
Yeah, Jasmine is closer to you than Wilma is, and her feet are on the ledge, and she's holding on to the leg of one of the Harpies, so she's literally like stretched out in space.
Okay.
But Millie is between you and her, and Millie has moved up next to where Jasmine is now.
Is Millie helping Jasmine?
It looks like she intends to.
Okay.
She didn't last round because there was nobody near her last round.
Okay. So it looks like Millie's gonna help Jasmine. And then I'm gonna try to get to Wilma Tosen.
So you'd have to go either through their fight or like up onto the wall by climbing. Or you could drop down and like go on the ledge below Millie and Jasmine, just like hang on the ledge and go under and swing up on the other side. All those are within your capabilities. It's not you don't technically have acrobatics, but you're very spry and in charge of your physical position.
Really wrong.
Yeah, what was that last one you said? Just go right below.
Yeah, you have to drop down, hang on the ledge, and go. So next to Millie wouldn't really be a problem. Under Jasmine, you'd be like literally right under her and the Harpy. But the edge of the ledge should still theoretically be available, and then you'd have to swing up on the other side. It would take you the full segment to get there, but basically it's just going to be a dex check. If you make it, you make it through.
Can I move to corporate?
Yeah.
Now, if one of the uncommitted Harpies attacks you while you're hanging on the edge, then you wouldn't
How many
really.
are left?
You'd be less likely to be able to defend yourself, but you'd still be able to
No
dodge.
time.
Because I wasn't raised by wolves.
Dan, I just texted you.
Okay.
You can have it, I don't care.
You get it?
I was just saying it because you wanted it.
And
Can't
I
reach
can't
it?
help with the other Harpies because Millie's in the way, right?
Can you reach the light?
What was the first part of what you said?
Good job.
I can't help with the Jasmine Harpy because Millie's in the way.
Very resourceful.
Close the door.
But the only way that you could would be to like jump on the Harpy from like jump out on a diagonal, jump and kick her even, but then you'd be in the middle of space.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll try to do the
Going underneath.
getting around.
Okay, so roll a dex check first of all. If you make your dex check, you'll end up next to Wilma Tosen at the end of the segment.
Okay.
I'll give you one attack out of that case.
16. Made it by 2.
Okay. So no problem. So you go drop down on the edge, kind of hand over hand a couple times, and then swing up onto the ledge again on the other side of the Millie Jasmine Harpy fight.
Now you're up next to Wilma Tosen, and at the end of the round, at the end of the segment, I'll let you get one attack on that Harpy.
Okay.
Assuming she's still there, which she probably will be.
And I'll also say, hey Leon, why are you cutting the rope? Probably in like segment 5 or something.
In case I fall, I don't take the rest of you with me.
Isn't that the point of the rope?
Check out The Moment Blood Bowl wherever you buy books. This is written by Pastor Daniel Stevenson, the longtime author and game master of Low Moon Adventures.
So we...
I know, I'm just being pedantic.
Okay. All right. So that was melee 9, melee 8, 7, 6. Okay. Melee 6. The one next to Wilma Tosen attacks. Chow. Missed. Wilma Tosen responds with a dagger. Missed. Okay. Then she'll go back again. Hit. See if she fell off the cliff. She did not fall off the cliff. Okay. Alright, and then the bite. Missed. Okay, so Wilma missed the creature with the dagger, and the creature hit her with one claw and missed with one claw and one bite. She's still there. Okay. And then also in 6. The one that is currently uncommitted is coming in at Ren as you're coming up onto the ledge, so you would not actually be in position yet.
Okay.
She claws at you and hits once for 2 points of damage, and save versus spell wisdom bonus applies. Although it's possible you're immune, but we'll check that if you fail to save.
I failed by 1. Do I? Oh, you said dex bonus applies?
Wisdom bonus.
I have a wisdom of
15, 16, 17, and 18. Or do you have 15 or better?
yes, I just don't know which one's wisdom.
I don't know if it's 16 or 17.
Either way, it's enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, it's a strength.
Alright. She missed with the claw, and she missed with the bite.
First edition sheets, no.
Strength, intelligence, wisdom.
Yeah.
Okay. So she is hovering over you and did attack you, so when you get up on the ledge, you'll have the choice of trying to hit the one that's on Wilma Tosen or the one that's on you.
Okay.
Okay. 1 second real quick. You could just turn it off. I know you're probably going to use it in case you don't know about it. Okay. So that was also in 6. So we're in 5. In 4.
4.
Okay, so the longsword is out.
I'm not going to cut the ropes. That
Okay.
totally sense.
All right.
Now that I'm got stable footing, it makes sense. As soon as the Harpy started attacking, I was concerned about falling and dragging them with. So
all right.
I will not cut the ropes, but
go ahead.
I will stand there and I don't know.
Okay, so looking back down the ledge, what you have is about 20 feet from you is Wilma Tosen, and she's in a death struggle with one of the Harpies that's already pretty wounded. And then just the other side of her is Ren, and he's swinging up onto the ledge right there, right now. And the one harpy has just attacked him, and then the next person in line is Jasmine, and she's being strung out off the cliff edge by the harpy that she's fighting, and she has a hold of its leg, and her feet are still attached to the ledge. That's what you see. And then Taya.
And Millie's right there too.
And Millie's right there, ready to attack that one, right? And I miss Taya in the middle, who's not currently being attacked by any of them. Sorry. Because Taya's closer to you. So she's not engaged in melee.
Say, I don't know what to do. Hold on, guys.
Okay. So you're holding your ground. All right. That was in
Is there
4?
anything else coming out of the crevasse?
No.
Okay.
Was that in 4?
That was in 4.
Okay. Then we go to 3. Okay. And there's 1 and 3. It's the one on Jasmine. And so she's going to claw bite Jasmine. Ineffectively. Did not hit her at all. Okay. However, she could just try to fly up because Jasmine's holding on to her, and then Jasmine will have to make a choice about letting go or not. Is she in the bathroom?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give her a second. We'll deal with that when she comes back out. Okay, and then we go to initiative 2. And that's 1, 0. Okay, that ended the 3rd surprise segment, so Taya is no longer surprised.
I can attack, right?
And you may take 1 attack. You attack the one that attacked you, or the one that is attacking Wilmot-san.
I'll go for the one on Wilmot-san.
Okay, roll the hit.
It's an 18.
You definitely hit. That's more than enough to stun.
72.
Nope, did not outright kill her.
For 7, 9, 10 damage.
Okay, so you hit her. She spins to the other side of Wilmot-san and hits the wall and hits the ledge and then slides down the ledge. She wasn't flying, so and then she slides down, kind of almost like in a crumpled heap, like her wing is in an odd way and her legs are up in the air. She does not look good. Okay, so she is out. Okay, now that brings us to a new round. There are 3 of them left total. Sherry, you are unsurprised, correct? That was 3 segments.
No, Jasmine was 4.
Okay. So there is. Let's see which one. So this is the one that's on Jasmine. One is not committed, can go anywhere. And one is. This is the only one that's committed right now. Okay. Melee 9. 8.
I go an 8.
Okay, you're flying this combat.
I guess I just have the one that's in range.
Let's see. Yeah, actually, she moved back out, so she is not within striking hand-to-hand combat range yet. But if you have initiative on her, if she comes after you, you can hit her before she hits you.
Okay, I am ready to strike and actively defending Wilmot-san.
Okay. Also, we do need to clarify what happened with Alicia. Alicia, the one that was fighting you missed you last round, but began to fly out and away. So the question is, did you let go? If you let go of her, you're basically going to fall with your legs still on the ledge, but you're going to be laying upside down, head down off the ledge, but you shouldn't fall because of the spider climb.
Also, Millie's there.
And Millie is there.
I'll let go and try to catch myself.
All right.
Like one of those sticky hand things.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Flop, flop, flop.
All right. Well, we'll deal with it when we get there. Okay.
So she's pulled back. She's pulled back. Okay. This is the one. Oh, they're all free at the moment. That's where we're at. Okay. All right. What was we just? You just did 8. Yep. So we're initiative 7. 6. Okay. So the one. Stay tuned for more Lomunian adventures.